Good afternoon. It's Monday. These are the blind items. And I'm Bradley. Dawn is not with us today, but in for Dawn yet again is the wonderful Jason Stormer.
Hello, everybody.
Stormer, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
The blind item game with our lovely host, Mike. And the celebrities were out and about this weekend, but maybe not super surprising. I'm trying to remember. There were a couple publication-shippy things, not much in the way of like Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively news.
Yeah, we had a quiet weekend from those two, surprisingly.
It did seem like kind of a quiet, oh, I know what I saw. Maybe this will come up in the blinds.
What's that?
Rita Ora and Taika Waititi.
What were they up to?
They were making out in public.
Oh,
I wonder why.
A week after we told you they might be breaking up? That's odd.
That never happens.
Just the two of them?
I didn't see anyone else in the frame.
There's nobody else in the makeout
clear,
section?
There was no throuple.
Well, we've seen them make out in public. Usually there was a third involved.
Exactly. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, my brain instantly goes to, well, somebody called up TMZ.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. I wonder what the blinds have to say about
Nothing to see here. Let's see what the blinds have to say as we'll get things started today. We told you this is how it was going to go last week, and the officials didn't disappoint with a few questionable calls. One thing is going to be very different from last year, however, and that is that the A- list actress bestie will be nowhere to be found. So obviously half this is pretty obvious.
Yes.
The other half is maybe just as obvious. But
yeah, Taylor Swift's going back to the Super Bowl.
T-Swift going to the Super Bowl, as we told you last week.
So that they threw the game.
Well, again, there were a few questionable calls, but when you're the best team playing in the biggest games, you're going to get calls.
Yeah.
It's just part of it. When you got the best player in the world, it's going to happen occasionally. But according to the blind item, that was maybe predetermined. Okay, I can't even say it. That's ridiculous. But one thing will be very different this year, however, and that is that this A- list actress bestie will be nowhere to be found.
I'm assuming Blake Lively?
Yeah. Oops, that's the wrong button.
I mean, we could talk about it.
Let's start it over again.
Another one.
Yeah, let's talk about it because you got that right. And yes, you may remember last year during the Super Bowl, I believe Ice Spice, Lana Del Rey, and Blake Lively, a few of the many stars that were in Taylor Swift's booth.
Okay, so my question would then be, why do we think that? Because wouldn't it be a great moment to have her there? Is the implication that Taylor wants her nowhere near her?
Remember what we talked about last week where Tree Payne wants Taylor Swift to be absolutely as far away from Blake Lively right now as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I could see Taylor being like, no, that's my girl. I don't know. You're not putting money on it.
No, especially because Taylor's been pretty quiet about any of the Blake and Justin stuff. Has she even made
she's
any
been mentioned in a lawsuit, so I don't blame her.
And I will say from that lawsuit, though, the headlines and the tabloids and they did a very good job of tying Taylor Swift to a story that Taylor Swift really wasn't that tied to.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like he was like accusing her. Well,
he basically said you didn't need to have Taylor Swift come in here and maybe strong-arm me with her opinion as well. That was very much more towards Blake than I think it was anything versus Taylor was doing anything nefarious. And I think her people looked at that lawsuit very closely and realized maybe we reacted more aggressively with Taylor being tied to it than the actual lawsuit would believe.
Got it.
Because, again, I think the tabloids wanted to tie Taylor Swift to any story they could possibly tie. And
but that should have been obvious, right? Like in this economy,
right?
You're going to mention Taylor Swift. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, maybe she can hang out with Bradley Cooper during the Super Bowl because he's a huge Eagles fan. Maybe.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I would hope they have separate booths. But yeah, his girlfriend, of course, Gigi Hadid, very close with Taylor Swift. So I'm sure they're going to see each other at some point in those luxury boxes.
I wonder if Blake is just like texting, like, "Are you sure? Do you want me to come?"
She just doesn't even respond. She just ghosts her.
You ready for the real fun twist?
Oh,
yes.
Bradley Cooper and Gigi call up Blake and say, "Hey, there's room in our luxury suite. Come root for the Eagles."
Yeah, that would be careful. I mean, it's one thing to go up against a high power attorney.
Yeah.
It's a whole other thing to go up against Taylor Swift.
Careful.
You'll end up dead. So if you're a sports fan, football fan, maybe this isn't your favorite Super Bowl outcome. If you're a pop culture fan, it's our favorite outcome. This is about as good as it could get.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 weeks until we get to see the big game.
It's only 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Wow.
1 week
You'd
off.
think I'd know that by now, but
Yeah, football.
It is.
balls.
Let's roll on and talk about less balls, maybe. Of course.
We have to.
Of course, this foreign-born A-list actor took the opportunity to be seen with anyone other than his wife. And the fellow A-list former co-star needs headlines because there are plenty of good seats available for his upcoming shows. Of course, this foreign-born A-list actor took the opportunity to be seen in public with anyone other than his wife, and the fellow A-list former co-star needs headlines because there are plenty of good seats available for his upcoming shows.
His upcoming shows.
So you got 2 foreign-born A-listers.
Yeah, so, but that's not a singer?
One's a singer.
Wait,
they've got upcoming shows.
The shows. Okay, just the description. Did it say singer in it?
Nope, because this individual who sings is also an A-list actor.
Oh, an A-list actor who sings.
And they're both foreign born.
Correct.
Like a Harry Styles? Okay.
That'd be an A-list singer who acts.
Who acts.
This is an A-list actor.
Actor who
sings.
sings. So it's not like Johnny Depp.
It's obviously not Timothy Chalamet.
Although he was solid this weekend.
He was solid this weekend.
There's some fun bits.
An A-list actor who sings, who's got actual shows.
And then you have a foreign-born A-list actor who wanted the opportunity to be seen with anyone other than his wife.
So these were 2 bros. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds.
right.
We didn't leave too far from our last blind item
Yeah.
because they all have the same connective tissue, that tissue being Blake Lively. Of course, Ryan Reynolds would take the opportunity to be seen in public with anyone other than his wife, and Hugh Jackman needs all the headlines he can get because there are plenty of good seats available for his upcoming shows. You may have seen, or you may not have, Hugh Jackman kicked off his one-man show, his tour show at Radio City Music Hall, where he's going to be singing songs from throughout his career, and was originally going to be just like 12 shows. Now it's this huge, like, all-summer event. And according to the blind items, there are plenty of good seats available. So he's just looking for some headlines.
I combed through a few articles just to see if there was any shreds that Ryan Reynolds was going to leave us about Blake or Taylor, any of that whole situation, and I couldn't find a single thing. He kept things very buttoned up in his first real public appearance since all this started really going down.
Yeah,
So.
you have to imagine which is kind of not probably where they thought they would be right now.
Not at all.
Like having to sort of lay low because these people were everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
I mean, they were at Super Bowls, they were at red carpets.
Your local Mint Mobile.
Exactly. I wonder if we're going to hear a new commercial.
Let's see as we roll on with the blind items and see what we got next here. This A-list comic / A- list actor has those around him quietly backing away. They and he both know something big is coming soon.
Big.
Something big causing them to step
Lay
aside.
low.
So this A-list comic / A- list actor has those around him quietly backing away. They and he both know something big is coming soon. So an
Okay.
A-list comic / A- list actor. That's one person.
Conan O'Brien?
A comic / actor.
I guess he's not much of an actor.
Is he a comic from an iconic television show? So it's not like an SNL person.
So he's a stand-up comedian.
And he knows something like presumably bad is coming.
Oh.
Is he like a regularly touring comic as we speak?
Regularly.
Did my mom see him at Hard Rock this weekend?
I doubt it. Who'd
It
your
was
mom
not
see?
Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
Okay. She did in Florida, the Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida.
He would fit this description, though. A-list, probably A+ list when it comes to an actor, but or just from this TV. But A-list
someone
comic
a little more current
/ A- list, yes, actor and more current. And let's just say the bad thing that could be happening. We wouldn't be shocked based on the blinds we've already heard. And
okay.
the things we've already seen.
Oh. So he's kind of nasty.
Or at least
what he
nasty adjacent.
nasty adjacent.
Oh, Is this Diddy adjacent? Okay, so an actor who's Diddy adjacent.
Stand-up comic.
Stand-up
slash
comic has
actor.
also been talked about in all of this.
A-list comic / A- list actor has those around him backing away slowly. They all know something
Well,
big is coming.
I know this is wrong, but I know that Cat Williams was calling Diddy out on stuff. So it's not Cat Williams.
Did he have a comedy special recently?
Oh, yeah. I think so. I say, oh, yeah, but I mean, he's had a number of comic.
It's not Jamie Foxx.
No.
Okay. Man.
He did have a comedy special recently, though.
I mean, I assume he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yes.
And he's a stand-up comic, but he also acts.
Lots of movies.
Lots of movies. Does he play like the same role over and over again?
No.
Oh.
Nobody ever told him quality over quantity. Lots of movies. Not many good ones.
Okay. Not
David
many.
Spade. Okay.
Yeah, he was he was not a Saturday Night Live
Bite
guy.
your tongue. Grown Ups was fantastic. No, just kidding. No, not an,
too, sir. That's where it's at.
not an SNL alum.
Oh my God, who is this?
I don't know.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Bill Burr? No, he hasn't been in enough movies.
Guy's been in a lot of movies.
Jack Black?
Think smaller.
Smaller than Jack Black, like height-wise? He's a diminutive actor? A short actor.
This is tough. Who's a stand-up comic?
Who's a stand-up
A-list.
comic.
This is hard. Well done, Mike.
Quit using your head and start using your.
Oh,
You're using your
Yeah.
head and not your.
come on. Very funny.
Andy Dick.
No, not that body
Please don't
part.
use that
Kevin
either.
Hart.
Yep, we got there.
We got there.
Whoops.
Andy? Okay, let's
Andy
Kevin.
Dick. Andy Dick, is he even like, I hope, I would not wish death on anyone, but like he's had some struggles that would make me wonder if he's still with us. I think he is, but
Kevin Hart has those around him quietly backing away. They know something big. They and he know something big is coming soon. I don't know. We'll see. But again, this
yeah,
as soon as all the
blind.
Diddy stuff came out, I mean, Kevin Hart literally emceed some of these after parties,
Yeah.
some of these quote freak offs. We've seen videos. So
I feel like there has been a pause. Like we were like one hesitates to use the word climaxing with these stories, or we had reached a high point, and then they've gotten very quiet all of a sudden.
it's true.
So I wonder if there's another round coming.
Yeah.
We shall see. Let's move on to this next one here. Is rolling through the blind item today. You guys got that one?
Finally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andy Dick?
Use
You
your
that's
mind.
the first and probably last time you will ever hear Andy Dick mentioned on this podcast.
Correct. This A-list actor / director has been begging for a streamer to bail him out, and now it looks like he finally has found one. Look for the announcement to be made very soon. There's a lot of these like soon blinds today.
Like they're coming. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Go.
Just around the
your
corner.
seat.
We've got an A-list actor / director has been begging for a streamer to bail him out, and now it finally looks like he's found one. Look for an announcement to be made very soon.
Actor, director, Taika Waititi.
A-list actor, director who needs a bailout. Why does he need a bailout? He just needs money? So he's had some really crap movies recently? Or
I'm
projects?
going to say no to that.
Is this Ben Affleck?
Good guess. A-list actor / director.
He needs to
does
get
he
bailed
need a-
out right now, though.
need a
Who's been in?
bailout? He needs
who's been
publicity?
naughty?
Say publicity, although he's never shied away from it.
So he's in the spotlight frequently, drawing attention to himself. A-list actor, director. It's not like a Matt Damon. Somebody that we think of more negatively, perhaps?
Right now, at least.
Oh.
We didn't 25 years ago.
Oh.
Longtime A-list actor/director.
It's not Justin Baldoni.
Ben Stiller?
Like 25, I should have said
Okay,
like
good.
35 years ago.
Wow, he's that. Okay. Somebody that's old.
Francis Ford Coppola? He doesn't act.
This A-list actor/director has been begging for a streamer to bail him out, and now it looks like he's finally found one. Look for the announcement to be made very soon.
Is the streamer Netflix?
Yes.
Is he a comic actor?
No.
Okay.
Is this that Robert De Niro show? Okay.
It's not Johnny Depp. Oh. Is he arguably the handsomest man in Hollywood?
Based on who's trying to get with him, yes.
Is it Brad Pitt?
No.
Oh, who's trying to get with him?
Oh, I don't know.
This guy's been tied to basically every female A-lister that walks singly.
Is it Kevin Costner?
Oh, obviously. Good job.
Kevin Costner has been begging for a streamer to bail him out, Netflix being the one who looks like they finally will. Look for an announcement to be made very soon. This, of course, in reference to the movie Horizon.
Okay.
Which we had Chapter 1.
And that's all.
Yes.
Crickets.
Mm-hmm. And then, but now it's gone to Netflix, and it's actually had shockingly good streaming numbers. Now, I will say, when you said he's got a project that's terrible, I'll sit here and defend Horizon. All the Horizon's
you
great.
liked it.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was just really poor. If it would have, we've talked about this before.
It should have been a show.
It should have been a streaming show. And if it would have been a streaming show, if they would have broken out that 3.5-hour movie that they tried to get people to a theater to watch.
And then they were going to do it, remember, they were going to have 2 parts back to back within like weeks of each other.
Yep.
It was going to be like, I think it was the end of July is when I saw the first one. Then I think in August or September, they were going to have part 2. And they were like, well, nobody went to the movie. So nobody saw part 1. Who's going to see part 2?
Exactly.
And so they put part 2 on an infinite pause. Now, there is still a part 3 and a part 4 that has yet to be shot. But 1 and 2 are in the can. And it sounds like, and we actually referenced this as well, and I said eventually a streamer's just going to pay him for this because it's actually really solid quality. And if you would have just broken it up, there's basically 4 different storylines they try to take you through in this 3.5-hour saga, and they lay all of the foundation for all 4 of those stories without actually having a normal storytelling arc to any of it. So you're just like, oh, this is...
They're laying it all out.
They're laying it all out, setting it up. It gives you like a little 20-minute teaser for Chapter 2 at the very end of the movie, and it's the best part of the movie. Chapter 2 looks phenomenal, but we never get any of it.
Honestly, do you think it's because, with the success of Yellowstone and his involvement with that and then his souring of the relationship that with the director,
Taylor Sheridan,
that he was like, I'm not going to do a series. I'm going to do a movie because that's... And plus, he's like a Hollywood guy. So he just thought maybe it would be better as a movie, whereas I bet there were people saying,
He spoke about this concept, this idea for 2 decades. Like, he did Dancing with Wolves, and he's like, this was his next big project that he wanted to kind of put together. He's been talking about this and thinking about this forever.
So maybe Hollywood has just moved on.
Exactly. I think when he came up with the concept for this, we were in a different time. And he just assumed he'd be able to get enough people interested in the first part that they'd come for the second part. That did not happen. And he also realized he can't possibly lose more money because we know what he put up to make sure this movie got made.
I mean, it's like there's only a certain kind of movie generally that Hollywood allows people to make that's going to actually do really, really well. And it feels like that kind of a story is far better as a series.
Yeah, it needs a good word of mouth campaign, and I think Netflix is the perfect place for this movie to go to get a little bit more popular because, like Mike mentioned, I mean, there's a lot of good parts about this movie. It's just I feel like the legacy of it just got tainted so poorly when it first came out by the poor reviews and just people, talking smack to Kevin Costner. So this might actually be a good thing ultimately for the Horizon franchise. So
100%. So there you go. Plus, those streamers pay really well.
That's
So
true.
they're doing
Got
pretty well.
deep pockets, especially Netflix.
We should
Exactly.
get blinded by the item on Netflix. We'd make a ton of money.
I'm in.
Yeah, correct.
Call us.
Let's do another blind on here.
Ted Sarandos.
Yeah, sure.
We're rolling through them today. Let's see how this one goes. This foreign-born former A-minus list singer is using her split and her spiraling to get a new deal and a reality show. No one has really paid attention to her this much in well over a decade.
Oh.
We've got a foreign-born former A-minus list singer using her split and spiraling to get a new record or a new reality show and a new deal. It's more of a pension than people have paid to her in well over a decade.
Who hasn't been around for the last decade or so? Music.
My brain goes instantly to one place.
Okay.
That place is a Nicki Minaj place.
No.
Okay. I'm out. Stormer, it's up to you.
I'm out. How about Lord? I feel like Lord hasn't done much lately. Okay.
What's the Lord up to?
This is that's a really great question.
Lord-E.
The foreign-born A-minus list singer is using her split, so that's something we talked about, and also her spiraling to try to get a new deal and a reality show. No one has paid this much attention to her for well over a decade. So this is somebody we've been paying attention to for the last 4 or 5 months, but nobody's been paying attention to her this much for a long time.
Does she have a child with this person that she broke up with?
I think so. I'd have to look that up, but I think they do.
It's not Rihanna.
No, it's not. Maybe they don't, actually. Now that I ding that, I don't think they actually did. I apologize for not
Okay,
knowing.
foreign-born.
No, she has children, but not with this individual.
Got it.
So to answer your question, no.
And is she British?
She is.
Oh, she's a Brit. She's foreign-born. So she's a Brit A-list singer.
No, Brit, former A-minus list singer.
Who wants a reality TV show, but nobody wants to make a reality TV show about her.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Oh.
I would say that she's using all of this publicity that she has right now that she hasn't had in a long time to try to get that reality show, and it might work for as interested as we appear to be in her.
Oh, and so it's somebody who's splitting, and it's the split that's worded like that's got everybody talking.
We're talking very heavily about this split with a higher on the list actor,
Oh, okay.
TV and movie actor.
TV and movie actor who broke up with this lady.
Who we've been talking a lot about the last few months, a lot more than we have for the previous decade.
Oh, I feel like we should know this, Stormer.
We should.
Come on, get it. It's in there. Ask questions.
I can't even think of a
All right,
question.
so
to
she's
ask.
a Brit. Is she?
Maybe explore him a little bit.
Yeah.
Her
Okay,
former-
you said higher on the list.
higher on the list acting.
American.
Yes.
Okay.
American actor.
American actor.
Stay away from me.
That's what she's saying right now.
Right.
She is saying that right now because apparently he was wandering. He had some wandering.
Oh,
Oh,
Wandering
dear.
Wiener.
Or that too.
Oh.
I'm assuming it followed.
It usually leads,
Well, there's
to be fair.
Who could this be?
You hope anyway. Okay.
So is she more like a pop star then? Or
yeah, I think she's more poppy.
Okay.
I will
He's
say,
higher on the list, though.
he's definitely higher on the list. Yeah,
So we should know this dude.
you should.
Is he
Stormer
in
should really know him.
Ah, that means he's a Marvel or a Star Wars person.
First one.
Marvel?
In fact, he's
Marvel.
going to be a part of an upcoming, not the most upcoming, but a soon upcoming film.
Thunderbolts?
There you go.
It's not.
Oh, so is this
Oops, sorry.
Thunderbolts?
It's not. What's his name?
It's not Florence Pugh.
Nope.
Is he British? No, he's an American.
He's American.
David Harbour?
Yeah.
Who's
Who's
David,
David
Harbour
Harbour?
with?
David Harbour is. I know this.
Yeah.
David Harbour is with.
A foreign-born A-minus
Yeah, I don't
list,
know this.
former A-minus list singer who's seeing more
David Harbour and.
We need Dawn with her list.
Yeah, she would
Seriously?
totally get this
Oh,
for
come
sure.
on. Who is he with?
He is with.
If you ask people who are into it, she apparently has very nice feet.
Okay, as one who's not.
I bring that up
Either
because
of
she's
those things.
often talked about the fact that she gets paid more for what she does with her feet on OnlyFans
Yes,
than
this
she
is-
does
who
for
is this?
Spotify. where
It's
her
not
music
Rita
is sold.
Ora.
No.
It's not.
Kylie Minogue?
Is she the other?
L.A. is her initials. We have no time left. I have to give it to you.
Lily Allen.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Lily Allen. She's trying to turn her split into a new deal and a new reality show. Nobody's paid attention to her like this in well over a decade.
Evidenced by our failure to figure this out.
Clearly.
So, no offense, Lily.
Go for it.
Michael, thank you yet again for all those juicy bits of gossip with the names left out. Stormer, thanks for jumping in and saving the day. And we wish Dawn all the best and hope she's back with us soon. And we hope you head over to our YouTube channel to like and subscribe and tell all your friends about
Blinded by the item.
Blinded by the item.